Okay, starting off the day with pulling these wheels, which are my spares, off of John's car. And I'm going to get these tires thrown on. Have some slightly fresh meat. And then I'm going to put those tires and wheels on the back of my car. And I'm going to let John use these spare wheels on his temporarily till he can get another XXR to throw on his car. So that's the plan, about to pull these off. As you can see, this tire is practically shot with a lot of camber wear. So definitely needed it. All loaded up and ready to go. Peep the 240 over there with the wing. Shout out to the boys at Emery Tire. Always hooking it up, keeping my tires meaty. Now that that's taken care of, I gotta do a lot of tire swapping with 2 low cars and 1 jack. So it's not gonna be fun, but gotta do it. So as I'm moving tires around, I noticed that John's axle on the driver's side in the rear is completely torn up at the boot. The axle right now doesn't have any play, but we're gonna have to start looking for some axles for him. The fresh meat looking good. So John's about to get off work. He's gonna come over here and we're gonna see what he has in store for his car today, if anything. And hopefully we'll get some things done on here. Hopefully he got his radiator fixed. I highly doubt he did, because he's probably just as much a procrastinator as I am. But hopefully that's fixed so we can put that in. If not, we're going to find some little stuff to do on his car. So when I first got this spoiler, I was too excited to put it on. And I did it with self-tappers and little rubber washers, which isn't too bad, but I don't like the look of it. So now I am going to rivet it back in. And as you can see, there's a lot of stress cracks. Not really going to worry about that because it is a drift car. Not really going for looks, but yeah, it's just stress from the wind and everything, but I don't mind it. Top half is done. Now I just got to move on to the bottom half. All finished, and it looks so much better in my opinion. I gotta clean it up because there's a little bit of dust, but the whole car needs cleaning, so I'll do that one day. By the way, shout out to John for this set of tires right here, because when he bought his 240, the guy gave him like 6 set of tires, and since I drove him to go pick this one up and drove back and followed him because he didn't have a license plate, he gave me a set of tires instead of giving me gas money. So thanks, John, for the free set of tires. Look at who it is with the battery. John decided he wants to put the battery in the front real quick, hook it up, and see if it starts, see if it runs good, everything, because we did all the wiring, all that crap, make sure that there's no problems, make sure we don't get any engine codes. But we don't have the radiator yet, so we got a bucket or whatever to catch as much coolant as we can, because it's definitely going to shoot out coolant. We aren't going to be running it enough to get it hot, so we're just going to crank it real quick, see how it runs, and then turn it off. Then the battery's going in the back. But John, as smart as he is, came here straight from work and completely forgot his keys to start this. He only has his work van keys, so now he is running to go get the keys from his house and get us some pizza, because we love pizza. Johnny boy made it back with pizza. Antonio arrived. We're about to start this boy up.
Ready?
I monkey wrenched the radiator hose, so hopefully it doesn't spray all over the place. Yeah, it still runs great. You got any like lights or anything?
Nothing. I used to have a brake light, but now I don't.
Oh dude, if I touch your car with the camera, it shakes so much because of your motor mounts. We're gonna die from exhaust fumes. Rev it up a tiny bit. Rev it up a little. Oh, we got a squeaky belt. A little bit more. So the first step to moving the battery to the back is take off the ground wire. Got the ground cable. It grounds out to the chassis right here into the block.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Right
knows
back there.
or sees what the fuck you're talking about.
I know, I got a flash, but I forgot to turn it on. But yeah, ground's right there and right there. Take the ground cable completely off because the ground is now going to be in the back to the chassis. Ground cable's off. Now we got to connect the starter and the alternator positive wires to a terminal with a positive wire going all the way to the back to the battery. Just left the one and only Walmart. We got assorted fuses and a distribution block to do John's battery relocation in the back because it needs to be fused. And we got a battery box for him to put the battery in. And then we also got jack oil for my jack because it leaked out a little and it's not working as good as it should be. So right here we cut the power terminal, put a little copper terminal on it, and then we got the two power leads, and we're gonna nut and bolt them all together along with the power wire that's going all the way to the back. I'm going to go out through this hole and in through this hole right here next to the door, through into the chassis, all the way back, and then into the trunk. And John's wiring all the chassis right now. Oh yeah, push it through. You pushed too hard. You pushed way too hard.
Just pull it, yeah.
So we have all the power wires connected together with terminals and a bolt and nut. And we got this green ricer wire that John decided to buy. Actually, he had it from work, but we're using that to wire it all the way back. But he has coating that he's gonna coat, and then we're gonna tape some spots red to match the chassis. But yeah, that's all going to the back. So now we just gotta connect the battery back there, connect it with terminals.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, so I was doing some maintenance on the jack, putting some jack oil in, filling it up. And Tony was standing on it. I got the cap on and everything. I went to go drop it, and the cap blew off and shot jack oil all over John's 240.
Oh, brother.
Thank the Lord for purple power. And I got jack oil in my eye, and it doesn't feel good. Well, that mess is somewhat taken care of now. John's still playing patty cake in his car.
Patty cake, I'm running my damn wire, making it look better than yours.
Oh, yeah?
Always.
It won't look better than mine unless you got complete interior.
Oh, that's what makes mine so much better is I don't have interior, bitch.
So, John, what are you naming your car?
I was thinking Annabelle, but I don't know.
Annabelle?
Annabelle.
Does that booty look like an Annabelle booty?
Oh yeah, booty's like.
That's like a Cynthia right there.
Yeah, it almost is like a Cynthia booty.
A Cynthia?
But I don't know. I need some suggestions. What does everybody got for suggestions?
Cynthia? John, we have 9 subscribers. I don't think there's gonna be many suggestions.
Fucking hook me up.
So John thought his antenna looked ugly, but mine sticks straight up in the air. So I'm gonna put his antenna on my car, and I got the flush mount, and it's gonna look so much better. And he just has a giant hole. So okay, John's drift missile doesn't have an antenna, so that's cool. John abandoned his car. He went home for the night, but wires ran all the way back. Still got to put the fuse in. Still got to mount the battery box. Still got to put the battery in. Still got to put the ground cable in, even though we cleaned up a spot for it that you can't really see. But he abandoned it for the night, so I guess we're done for the night. Tomorrow we're going to hopefully finish that up. And what else we got to do? We got to get a radiator, but that's probably not going to be till the weekend. I'm going to put my brand new antenna on my car because John doesn't have an antenna anymore. I'm going to put that on tomorrow probably. But tomorrow's Friday, so, Friday is for the boys. So Might not be that
Saturdays.
many car things going on, but we're gonna
Saturdays
find
for the
out.
boys.
Might be recording, might not. Stay tuned for more.